The village of Dalton is more than $3.5 million in the hole. That's the finding of an investigation into how city officials have been spending.
Last month, a judge issued a temporary restraining order against Tiffany Henyard, blocking her from making critical appointments without trustee approval. This legal intervention could redefine her authority and reshape her political future. The unfolding drama has captivated Dalton, with tensions escalating and battles intensifying. What's next for this embattled mayor? Stay tuned as...
Well, there is more high drama in the village of Dalton tonight, where embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard is
we uncover the latest twists in this political saga. Tiffany Henyard, often called the super mayor for holding dual roles as Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor, faces mounting scandals, legal challenges, and growing public outrage. Her tenure has been clouded by accusations of corruption, reckless spending, and voter suppression, sparking investigations, including an FBI probe. Recently denied a spot on the Democratic ballot, Henyard's once dominant political empire is crumbling. Critics are demanding accountability, leaving her fighting to salvage her reputation. Will her reign end in disgrace? Or does she have one last move to turn the tide? Share your thoughts below and stay locked in for more explosive updates on Dalton's political chaos. Hey everyone, welcome to SKB Diary, where the sparks fly, and we dive into everything from shocking political dramas to the fiercest battles in combat sports. We've got the bold takes, the real talk, and the stories everyone's buzzing about. If you're ready for nonstop action, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Let's jump into it because the heat isn't letting up here on SKB Diary. The drama doesn't end there. Tiffany Henyard's recent defeat at the Democratic caucus for a township supervisor has sent shockwaves across the community. For years, she held a firm grip on power, but mounting scandals and rising public discontent.
A political storm.
To me, there are perception issues with it that are right to get attention. Will the court look at those perception issues? Probably not, but the voters certainly should.
Are pushing her reign to the brink of collapse. This pivotal moment marks a turning point in Thornton Township politics, signaling that the winds of change may finally be blowing. In a historic move, the first Democratic caucus in Thornton Township in decades took place in Homewood, Illinois. The atmosphere was electric, with tensions running high as key players prepared to make their move. Among them was State Senator Napoleon Harris, flanked by a strong coalition of supporters, stepping into the venue with one goal: to secure his spot on the ballot for the April election. His presence underscored the seriousness of this political showdown, as Henyard's grasp on power appeared to weaken. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this unfolding political saga, because in Thornton Township, the stakes have never been higher, and the drama is far from over. The drama surrounding Tiffany Henyard took another sharp turn when her bid for re-election as township supervisor faced a catastrophic blow. In an event packed with tension, State Senator Napoleon Harris and his team took control within moments. The first Democratic caucus in Thornton Township in decades, held in Homewood, Illinois, was no less than a political spectacle. As Harris's team swiftly sealed their slate, Henyard's camp found
Position for the April election.
Stories new at 6. Embattled Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is mounting a re-election bid. Henyard made the announcement in a post on her Facebook page.
His team
themselves caught off guard. Allegations surfaced that Henyard's supporters had used township resources to rally voters, yet they were left stranded outside as the venue reached full capacity. The chaotic scene hit a new peak when Henyard herself arrived late, only to find the doors closing before her team could enter. In mere minutes, it was clear this wasn't just a mishap, it was the end of her chances. Napoleon Harris's team had followed the rules to perfection, while Henyard's camp struggled to recover from their disorganized approach. The result?
Mayor Henyard to arrive. We'll give another 5 minutes.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard delayed the meeting with no explanation.
A devastating defeat for Henyard. What should have been a carefully calculated move turned into a crushing, 7-minute downfall. Henyard's once ironclad grip on Thornton Township politics seemed to crumble, leaving her political future hanging by a thread. The room erupted in cheers as Napoleon Harris's name was announced, marking a decisive victory. But for Tiffany Henyard, the moment was one of sheer frustration. She accused Harris of orchestrating an illegal meeting, angrily shouting her objections. Yet, her words fell on deaf ears, drowned out by the celebration. How do you think this saga will unfold? Let us know your thoughts below. In the aftermath of the caucus, Henyard doubled down, accusing Harris of voter suppression and unfair practices. Her claims, however, were met with widespread skepticism. Harris's team had followed the rules, while Henyard's camp failed
the right way. Illegal.
to meet key requirements, including securing a certified assessor. Burton O'Tellin, Harris's attorney, made it clear that the process had been in place for decades, was entirely legal, and had been executed flawlessly. For Tiffany Henyard, failing to secure a spot on the Democratic ticket was a crushing defeat, a setback that leaves her with the tough choice of running as a write-in candidate, which is widely seen as a long shot. But this isn't just about losing a caucus. Henyard's political career has been marred by scandals, poor leadership, and
Tonight, renewed calls for a change at the top in South suburban Dalton.
Of course, we are talking about Mayor Tiffany.
Allegations of corruption. Now, it seems the people of Thornton Township and Dalton have finally had enough. For years, Tiffany Henyard's tenure has been embroiled in controversy, from lavish spending of taxpayer money to accusations of mismanagement. The public has grown increasingly frustrated with her leadership. But the other new Vonduction. Henyard's personal spending habits have raised serious concerns. Investigations have revealed that tens of thousands of dollars were spent on first-class flights, luxury hotels, and fine dining. In one shocking case, Henyard reportedly spent $3,000 on Amazon in a single day. Meanwhile, residents of Dalton and Thornton Township continue to face financial instability, and Henyard's leadership has only made the situation worse. How do you think this will end? Let us know your thoughts below. The people of Dalton have been outspoken in their frustration. One resident summed it up perfectly. She's done nothing but embarrass this community. It's time for her to go. But Henyard is far from backing down. In fact, her response to her political defeats has been nothing short of dramatic. After her loss at the Democratic caucus, Henyard stormed out of the auditorium with a small group of supporters, only to be met with chants from the crowd. "Nah. Hey, hey, kiss him goodbye." It was a clear message of disapproval, a moment of poetic justice. For years, Henyard had been accused of bullying anyone who disagreed with her, shutting down dissent and ruling with an iron fist. Now, she was being drowned out by the very public she claimed to serve. Now she came in on the same side as her old friend. As Henyard's political career begins to crumble, Napoleon Harris is emerging as a strong contender to replace her.
Blocking her from
Harris,
making those
a former
appointments
NFL
without
player
approval
and
from
successful businessman, promises transparency and accountability for Thornton Township. His victory at the Democratic caucus has sent a clear message. The residents are ready for change. But Henyard is not going down without a fight. In a fiery press conference following her loss, she vowed to continue her political battle despite mounting legal troubles and growing public disdain.
Last month,
However,
a judge stepped in
many
with a
believe
temporary
her
restraining
days in
order.
office are numbered. In addition to the political chaos, Henyard is now facing legal challenges. The FBI is reportedly investigating her financial dealings, and legal experts suggest she could face serious consequences if found guilty of any wrongdoing. One of the most damning cases involves a top police officer and ally of Henyard, who was recently indicted for bankruptcy fraud. This only adds fuel to the fire as residents demand accountability for what they see as systemic corruption. Even her charity, the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, has come under scrutiny. The Illinois Attorney General's office ordered the charity to cease soliciting donations until it complies with state regulations, as it failed to report how it was spending its funds. Meanwhile, her use of public resources for personal gain continues to anger constituents. Despite all the controversies, Henyard remains defiant. She continues to insist that her leadership has been in the best interests of the people, but as the legal and political pressure mounts, it's becoming increasingly clear that her position is no longer secure. Her recent defeat at the caucus, coupled with ongoing investigations and public outrage, signals the beginning of the end for Tiffany Henyard. But could she somehow rebound? So, with her political future hanging by a thread, Henyard may find herself fighting not only for her position as mayor, but for her political survival. One thing is certain, the people of Thornton Township have spoken, and they're ready for a change. And then, you know what? Harris's campaign promises to bring transparency, accountability, and a fresh start. Will he deliver on these promises, or will Henyard somehow find a way to retain control? As Tiffany Henyard's political career spirals into chaos, the future of Thornton Township remains uncertain. Will Harris be the leader the community needs, or is this just another chapter in the township's troubled political saga? And what about Henyard? Does she deserve a second chance, or has her time come to an end? We want to hear from you. Do you think Harris can bring real change to Thornton Township, or is Henyard's defeat just the beginning of a bigger scandal? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to SKB Diary and stay updated on all the latest news and updates from the world of politics and celebrity drama. Your thoughts matter, so drop a comment below and let us know where you stand on this explosive political saga.